I love the Flash. I love Batman. What if they were to work together? What if they were to argue? What if they were to fight? Well, today's tie-in to Heroes in Crisis is the Flash and Batman teaming up to solve a different mystery. But the fact that they can't figure out what happened to Wally West and Roy Harper in the main Heroes in Crisis storyline is kind of leaving a bit of a toll on their friendship. They don't know what they can trust about each other, and maybe Batman's lying to the Flash. Maybe the Flash is lying to Batman. Today we're going to give you part 1 of Batman and the Flash, The Price, the Heroes in Crisis tie-in. And where you are is the Comicstorian channel, where this is the complete story series. We take some of your favorite trade paperbacks and single issues and we break them down into digestible bites to help you understand. Then I read them dramatically back to you, giving you the full story as an audiobook per se. Hope you guys enjoy part 1.
The Batcave. Batman stands over the body of Wally West, a surgical scalpel in his hand. The blade hovers over the hero's skin, but he can't do it, and Batman walks away. Oolong Island. The Justice League is in a heated battle with the Justice League of Amazo, android versions of the team created by Professor Ivo. Wonder Woman is pissed that someone would activate these robots while Green Lantern merely wants to take bets on who can bring down their counterpart first. Batman doesn't hesitate, and he defeats his with some well-placed batarangs. "Oh, come on, yours had no powers, Batman," Superman remarks as his own Amazo's arm explodes when it tries to punch the Man of Steel's chest. Before Batman's eyes, Superman's visage flashes and he's looking at the hero known as Commander Steel, a hero who died during the Sanctuary incident. Batman stares stunned, but just as quickly the image is gone and Superman is standing there. "Batman, you okay? You look like you've seen a ghost." Shrugging it off, Batman tells Superman to stay on mission, with the rest of the team remarking that he's just grumpy because the sun's out. Off the team channel, Batman reaches to Alfred in the Batcave, telling him to look for any hallucinations in his system. But his faithful butler tells him that he just needs a good night's sleep as Amazo Flash rushes him from behind. Before any of the other League members can assist him, Batman jumps over the android's head, unclipping his utility belt and wrapping it around the android's throat. Driving his knee into its back, he pulls with all of his strength. Images of Sanctuary flash through his vision until he finally rips off Flash Amazo's head. The League stands victorious, all exhausted with what seems like endless emergencies. They turn, but Batman is already gone. Green Lantern looks over at the Flash, wondering if he wants to grab a bite to eat. Without a response, the fastest man alive merely leaves, gone at a streak of lightning. It's nothing personal, though. Both Batman and the Flash are wrapped up in the tragedy of Sanctuary. Flash lost Wally West while both he and Batman have been working on the investigation. They've both come up with zero answers. Later, at the Flash Museum, the crowds are gathering, as they always do, for the museum of one of the most beloved heroes in the Justice League. As the patrons are enjoying the various displays from the history of the Flash, the building suddenly shakes as something impacts with the ceiling. The building quakes and the destruction rains down on the people below. And in the dust and shadows, a lone-caped figure looks up at the crowds. Run. Panic fills the air as the people begin to flee in fear. Inside, a man grabs his daughter, trying to dodge the destruction as they flee out of the building. And his daughter points. "Flash!" she yells, but he keeps running. The Flash isn't there, but she points again. Outside, the massive Flash statue begins to fall as its leg is snapped in half. The man turns, trying to shield his daughter from their inevitable fate. But that's when they're pulled free as Batman swings in, and once they are safely away, Batman wordlessly stalks into the museum, drawing his batarangs for a fight. But the room, it's empty. A noise behind him causes Batman to turn, throwing his batarangs, but the Flash merely catches them. He isn't here to fight, and he's surprised that he was able to sneak up on Batman. The person who did this is gone. Flash understands, but their work isn't done, and he speeds outside, helping those he can by giving them first aid and food. No matter how crazy things get, it makes them feel better when they see a smile. Batman watches the fastest man alive, seeing images of Wally once more. He was on his way back to Gotham when he heard the alarms. Flash understands he needs to gather evidence, so Batman can go ahead and pull his vanishing act. "We can tackle this case together, like the old days." The words bring memories of the past when Flash and Kid Flash worked with Batman and Robin. Images of Wally laughing and joking, they're painful, and they bring silence from Barry. Barry has dealt with many mysteries in his career, and he's sick of lies. He knows Batman wasn't just passing. "I want the truth now." Batman admits it, he knew the attack was coming. Similar attacks have happened around Gotham. Small, really, no injuries. Clearly, things are escalating. "Who?" Barry asks. So Batman tells him that he thinks it's Gotham Girl, a former hero who was manipulated by Psycho Pirate alongside her brother. Her powers would have killed her, so Batman benched her. They don't know why she's attacking, but they have to find her. And in her secret lair, Gotham Girl moves forward through the shadow. The Flash is involved now, and a big smile crosses her face. Nothing will stop her from becoming a hero. Nothing will stop her from saving her brother. She speaks to her brother, but he barely listens. Tubes pump green liquid into his body as he slumps to the floor. "Help me." He struggles as his head falls. Gotham Girl begs him to stay with her, but she also seems to be speaking to someone in the shadows. Someone who promised to help her, to help bring Gotham back, to help become the heroes again. Back at the Flash Museum, Batman and Flash continue to work the crime scene. While they're both helping, the stress of Sanctuary has taken its toll on their teamwork, and they're both lost in their own thoughts. The two of them are doing their best, but seeing each other only reminds them of what they can't solve. Despite these thoughts, they're both excellent detectives, and a leaf points them in the direction of the Caribbean. The only question now is, can the top-speed Batwing keep up with the Flash? The island seems deserted, as if no one's been there for years. But a quick run around by the Flash reveals footprints and a plant that they found at the museum. Also, there's a giant evil-looking fortress, and that seems to be a really big clue. Before they can decide how to proceed, a call comes over Barry's comms. The two begin to walk in, as the voice of Iris asks Barry where is he. They're supposed to talk to Wallace about what happened to Wally today. But knowing that he's working with Batman only makes Iris angry, and Barry hangs up after she asks him to pass along a message. One that he'd rather not relay to Batman. Further into the base, the two heroes discover a room full of obsession. Pictures of the Justice League lining the walls, images of the heroes in action saving people. Gotham Girl and her brother were saved by Batman when they were younger. They wanted to become heroes like him, save others in the world, but their powers were killing them. After her brother's death, Batman forced her to stop being a hero. I told her it was because she would die from using her powers. But the reality was, I didn't want this life for her. But it didn't matter. Both Bruce and Barry know that if someone wants to be a hero, nothing can stop them. These words would bring back Flash's memories of when Wally first got his powers. Of their first conversations about Wally's costume. Who made Gotham and Gotham Girl's costumes? Barry asks. They didn't do it themselves. Barry helped Wally. Alfred helped the Robins. Somebody was there for them. Somebody helped them. For the world's greatest detective, you sure miss a lot, Batman. Is this really the time to bring up Sanctuary? The Dark Knight questions, but the two are interrupted by a strange buzzing sound coming from deeper within the fortress. Moving into another chamber, they find cryotubes, and the bodies within are slumped over, dead. Barry finds two tubes that are unoccupied and opened. The chemicals within aren't supernatural. Barry can quickly determine the chemical compounds. They all have one base, venom, the thing that Bane uses to power up his abilities. Batman is immediately on guard. This place is a trap. Somebody wanted them to find these bodies. Suddenly, Flash stops, his question coming from the other side of the room. He turns, and one of Sanctuary's masks are in his hands. Did Gotham Girl ever go to Sanctuary? But Batman knows that if that mask is here, it's because somebody wanted them to find it. He continues to scan the room, Batarang ready, but Flash won't let it go. He's suddenly beside Batman, repeating the question, did Gotham Girl go to Sanctuary? There's no time for a response, though, as the wall beside them crumbles, and Gotham Girl comes flying in through the rubble. Batman tries to talk to her. No one was hurt in the other attacks. She can stop this. The Flash tries to stop her as she makes her way to the super venom, but Gotham Girl is fast and strong and simply backhands him away. Plugging the vial into the machine causes a reaction, and suddenly the tubes open up as Batman and Flash watch the preserved experiments moving towards them. Gotham Girl floats over them. Your lives inspire others to be heroes. Now these prototypes wish to prove themselves. The strange, superpowered zombies begin to attack the heroes, with the Flash's fists moving in a blur. They don't understand if she continues to use her powers, she'll die. Gotham Girl agrees, but she'll die a hero. Shouldn't I want to die a hero? Batman continues to fight to reach her. Her brother wouldn't have wanted this. Claire orders him not to talk about her brother, and with these final words, she leaves our heroes to their fight.
Well, our heroes seem to be arguing. So what does that mean? That means that the next episode of this is going to be Batman versus the Flash. So if you want to see that episode next week, then make sure you subscribe to our channel, because we are covering Heroes in Crisis every Monday right now, unless I mess up at the schedule. But that's what should be happening every Monday. So I hope you guys enjoyed this particular episode. Let me know what you think of Batman and the Flash. Who do you think would win if they actually went toe-to-toe, Batman or the Flash? Keep in mind, the Flash is super fast, but Batman is the greatest detective in the entire world. Who do you think would win this one, guys? Let me know. And I'll see you next time right here at Comicstorian.